Hey guys, Will from Around the Grounds here, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the EPL predictions for match week 22. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, now starting off with Brighton vs Crystal Palace, 9th vs 12th. 9 times these teams have played against each other, with Palace slightly edging these meetings out with one more win in this fixture. Brighton haven't lost in 3 games and have been looking more like the team that they were at the start of the season. Palace on the other hand are still showing inconsistencies, having only won once in their last 4 games, with 2 losses and a draw during that time. Palace have scored more goals than Brighton this year, but Brighton have conceded 10 less goals than their opponent, which leads me to believe that it will be hard for Palace to get the win at the Farmers Stadium, so I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Alright, now Manchester City vs Chelsea, first vs second. This game is the most intriguing game for the entire matchday 22. Both of these teams will be wanting a win here for different reasons, and you feel Chelsea will be the most desperate for a win so that they can edge a bit closer to Man City. A win from City here would further the already probable chance of them winning the league, so you can expect both teams to be fired up. City have won 11 league games in a row, whereas Chelsea have only won once in their last 5, as the other 4 games resulted in draws for them. This game is going to be an absolute contest with either team being able to beat their opponent on their given day, but with this being said, I can't see City losing this game, but I think Chelsea will be fired up enough to salvage a 1-1 draw. Alright now guys, Norwich vs Everton, 20th vs 15th. At the start of this season, you would have only thought of one winner for this match, but Everton have had a huge slump in form this season, which makes this contest even more interesting. Norwich have lost 7 straight games in the league after going 4 games unbeaten prior to that. Everton on the other hand have only won once in their last 11 games, so both teams will be desperate for the 3 points. Everton have won the last 2 encounters against Norwich narrowly, but Norwich hold a good record against the Toffees, and with the recent form of Everton, I'm going to go for a surprise upset with a 1-0 win to Norwich at home. Alright guys, now Wolves vs Southampton, 8th vs 11th. This game has an exciting vibe to it, as both teams are in form, having both not lost in their last 3 matches in the league. Wolves are coming off an away win against Manchester United, which will have boosted the morale of the entire squad. Southampton's last game was a 4-1 smashing of Brentford at home, which will also be a confidence booster for them. Wolves have the second best defense in the league, with only conceding 1 more goal than Manchester City, who hold the best defense this season. However, they still struggle to score goals and have scored the second least amount of goals this season. The Saints have had no problem scoring goals of late, but it is their defence that has let them down this season. And with Wolves having won the last 2 encounters against the Saints, I expect this to continue at home, so I'm going to predict a 2-1 Wolves win. Alright guys, now moving on to Newcastle vs Watford, 19th vs 17th. If you're a relegation candidate that wants to survive this season, then look no further than this match. Getting a win here for either side could be vital towards the end of the season, so both teams will put it all out on the line at St James Park. Both teams have not won in their last 4 games, however Newcastle boasts the best league record as of late, with 1 win and a draw in their last 5. Newcastle have also spent some of their money during the January window with the signings of Kieran Trippier and Chris Wood from relegation rivals Burnley. These signings will ensure that all players from Newcastle are upbeat and ready to get better results, and this is a key reason to why I think Newcastle will come out with a dominant display at home, and I'm going to predict a 3-0 win against an AFCON and injury depleted Watford side. Alright guys, now Burnley vs Leicester, 18th vs 10th. With either Watford or Newcastle potentially grabbing 3 points this matchday, it is important that Burnley can try to do the same. However, they face a tough test against a Leicester side that have been playing quite well as of late, especially due to their injury crisis. The Foxes will now be without Jamie Vardy for 8 weeks, however, they have a few players such as Kegler, Soyuncu and Patson Daka returning from injury. Burnley have not won in the last 5 games, while Leicester pulled off a courageous 1-0 win over Liverpool in their last outing. The last 2 times these sides have met have ended in draws, but now that Burnley have lost Chris Wood, who has a habit of scoring against the Foxes, I'm going to give Leicester the edge in this match, and I'm going to predict a 2-0 win for the Foxes. Alright guys, now Aston Villa vs Manchester United, 14th vs 7th. A lot can change in a week, and this is the case for this match. These teams just met in the FA Cup, with United getting a scrappy 1-0 win. However, Villa have announced a major signings of Philippe Coutinho and Lucas Digne, which adds the star power and quality that Villa were missing. With both these players potentially playing at home with a Villa side that has been playing good football under Steven Gerrard, getting the win for United will be a tough ask. Both teams hold a low clean sheet record, so you can expect some goals for this game. Manchester United will be wanting to show their professionalism by getting the 3 points here to silence some criticism surrounding their team culture. If Coutinho and Digne do not play, I'll give United the win, but I'm going to assume that they will play this game, so with that being taken into consideration, I'm going to predict a 2-1 win for Villa at home in a fiery encounter. Alright guys, now West Ham vs Leeds, 4th vs 16th. Like the last game, both of these teams have met in the FA Cup this last week, with the Hammers getting a 2-0 win thanks to a Jared Bowen masterclass. The Hammers have won 3 league games straight, whilst Leeds have won once in their last 5, with their win coming against Burnley in their last league outing. In their last 2 Premier League meetings, the Hammers have won them both. This game screams goals, as Leeds have a leaky defence and the Hammers also hold the worst goals conceded within the top 6 teams. However, with the form of the Hammers and the recent encounter between these two, I'm going to predict a similar result with West Ham getting a 2-1 win at home. Okay guys, now Liverpool vs Brentford, 3rd vs 13th. On paper you would think this game would be easy to decide, however the last time these two teams met, it ended in one of the best games this season with a 3-all draw. However, a lot has changed since then and Liverpool need to secure 3 points here to stay in contention for the title race. Liverpool have scored 52 goals this season, which is 1 less than Man City, who boast the best attack in the league. However, they have not won in the last 3 games, so it'll be interesting to see if they show up for this game. Brentford have been the surprise packets of this season and have shown inconsistencies of late, as they've won 2 and lost 3 in their last 5 games. Mo Salah, Sadio Mane and Naby Keita are all missing for this game due to AFCON, which makes me think that this game will be tighter than expected. So with this being said, I'm going to give Liverpool the win with a 3-2 win at home. Alright guys, now the last game of this match week, we've got Tottenham Hotspur vs Arsenal, 6th vs 5th. This game shapes up to be a contender for the match of the week as both these teams are in really good form. Spurs have not lost in their last 5 league games and Arsenal have won 4 out of their last 5 starts, with their 1 loss coming against Man City in their last outing. The last 2 games between these rivals resulted in Arsenal wins at Emirates Stadium, however this is a Spurs home game, which may give them the edge. Arsenal hold a better attacking record compared to Spurs, but Spurs have the better defense, and due to this, as well as Spurs being at home, I'm going to give them the win here with a narrow 2-1 win with Harry Kane getting on the score sheet. Alright guys, now that is the end of the video. If you guys like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and drop your comments on who you guys think are going to win these predictions in the comments below, and I'll check them out when I can. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.